Undefeated world number one. What's the emotion around such a big win?
Yeah, obviously very satisfying. I learnt my lesson finally. I knew that Sim would be a little bit rusty, being her first match of the year, first match in a while, but in extremely tricky conditions. Very happy with the way I was able to keep it kind of together.
4-4, both sets. I think serving great points against you, both those games. How did you kind of get through those tough ones?
Yeah, in the first set particularly, that was a big game. I dug myself into a little bit of a hole, but then was able to serve my way out of it and get forehands and give myself an opportunity. And that game at 4-4, I think, in the second set, I was happy to just hit my slice over and over and try and wear it down a little bit.
What pleased you the most about the game today?
Oh, I think in tricky conditions, I think I was, I gave myself a chance in a lot of games. In my service games, I got behind a lot, but was able to kind of crawl back in. And then in return games, actually returned quite well. Didn't miss too many and didn't give her too many freebies.
Did you sense that she was a little bit underdone?
Oh, I think knowing that she hasn't played a match in a few months, that was always going to be the case. And she's world class, so I knew that she was going to fight and stay around no matter what, no matter how she felt. But and in those conditions, it's very tricky at court level. It's pretty swirly, and the ball drops and dives and moves around a little bit. So I was, pretty happy.
And you've spoken before about expectations, but after a win like that, don't you obviously get really excited about how prepared you about that?
Yeah, I think it's all blown out a little bit. For me, it's just it's another tennis player across the other court. Yes, I completely respect and 100% respect Simona. She's done amazing things in this sport, but I certainly fear no one, and I feel like I can go out there and match it with the world's best.
Early stages of your career, was it a bit daunting maybe to play in your number ones and then you kind of got past that and actually feel like you belong in that situation?
Yeah, I think the first time I played a world number one was Serena at the Australian Open. You don't get much of a bigger occasion than that for a young Aussie, and I've certainly learned over time how to deal with big matches better. Obviously, playing on bigger courts more often, you get used to it. But for me now, it's about going out there and just trying to play the other person on the net and not their reputation.
As the highest ranked Aussie going into Melbourne, do you feel pressure in the form, or do you think it's the opposite, and then you feel good knowing that the whole crowd will behind you?
Oh, the support that we get in Australia is amazing, regardless of whether I'm sitting here as number one Aussie or, I'm just one of the other, I don't know, maybe 20 that we have in the draw across men's and women's side. We get amazing support, and I'm very excited to go back to Melbourne. But there's no extra pressure for me. The only pressure I put on is the pressure that I put on myself to prepare and perform well, and do that for myself, my team, and then so the Australian public can enjoy it as well.
Simona was praising your slice backhand. How important is that for it to be in your game?
Yeah, it's no secret anymore. I think a lot of girls know that when they play me, I'm going to bring out the slice as much as possible. Some more than others, and I think against Simona, it's a big point of difference. And it certainly doesn't get me any free points, but it changes the tempo and it allows me to control the point a little bit better.
Do you feel any better about your game?
Oh, yes and no. I think there's still a hell of a lot of room for improvement, and that's what's the most exciting thing. We get to keep chipping away every single day to try and get better and to become the best that we can be.